Welcome to the validation trap, where we explore why seeking external approval in dating often leads to a sudden emotional shock. In the modern dating landscape, human connection has been completely gamified, turning meaningful interaction into a simple pursuit of external validation. With a simple swipe, we curate idealized profiles, seeking that quick dopamine hit to confirm our desirability, wit, and self-worth. We are hardwired to seek social acceptance, but the 21st century digital infrastructure has effectively hijacked this primal evolutionary mechanism. When we seek validation, we're looking for a mirror. But when that validation is finally granted, it frequently results in a state of acute emotional shock. The relentless pursuit of validation is a subconscious attempt to outsource self-esteem. We scan our environment for someone to validate our fragile internal narrative. When that person provides the attention we crave, the brain experiences an intense surge of oxytocin and dopamine. For a brief moment, we feel seen and verified. The shock occurs when the achievement feels hollow, revealing the immense psychological weight placed on a stranger's opinion, especially when the source is incompatible with your core values. Let's explore one of the most jarring forms of validation turned shock, the narcissistic mirroring phenomenon and the clinical cycle of love bombing. Love bombing starts with validation that is aggressive, fast-paced, and deeply intoxicating. You are told you are perfect, a soulmate, and the answer to their prayers. In this phase, you are validated to the point of erasure. You are not seen for who you are, but as a flawless projection of the other person's desire. The real shock comes when the mask inevitably slips and the validation turns into cold withdrawal or ghosting. The agonizing realization, you were never actually seen. While painful, the moment the illusion shatters acts as an invaluable psychological reset button, forcing a radical shift in perspective. The forced end of external validation is a radical departure from what we call the dating ego and is a necessary step toward genuine connection. When you are deep in a validation-seeking loop, your attention is hyper-focused entirely on the other party's reactions and approval, detached from your actual needs. When the external source dries up, you are left with no choice but to return to the only individual capable of providing sustainable, long-term validation, yourself. Moving beyond the validation trap requires transitioning to a practice of internal validation, a clinical necessity for cultivating a secure attachment style. Before you connect, ask yourself, am I looking for a collaborator or am I looking for an audience? If you seek an audience, you choose to be a victim when the applause stops. Validation seeking is frantic and fast. Intentionally slowing down the velocity of a new connection allows your prefrontal cortex to catch up and override hyperstimulated emotional center. Finally, flag excessive early praise immediately. If someone validates you excessively before knowing your flaws or values, they are writing a script for a fantasy. Protect your nervous system from the inevitable shock of disillusionment.